Hey, it's gonna be mommy's birthday soon. You know, there's this luxury dishwasher that I've been eyeing lately. I would really love it if I got that as a birthday present. I looked it up and it costs about 2,300. But you'll buy it for me since it's my birthday, right?
Wait a sec. Sorry, but did you say 2,300?
Ah, but I heard that it'll cost more than that after factoring in things like upgrades, add-ins, and customizations. I want the top tier one with UV sanitation, and I want it to be pink. So after all that, it'll probably be around 3,700. A great deal, right? Would you be able to gift Mommy Dearest that much for her birthday? You can just send me the money. Then I can order it myself with all the add-ons and customizations I want.
3,700 is a bit out of my budget.
Oh, come on. My amazing son-in-law makes so much. We all know he's a rich, successful Keo. 3,700 is like pocket change to you two. Of course, he can spare that much for his beloved wife's mother. It's for my birthday present, after all. Donald can definitely afford it. Don't be stingy to your own mother. If he's not able to afford that much as your husband, then he's useless and hopeless as a man, isn't he? And we all know Donald is a very capable man.
But the thing is, I'm not with Donald anymore. I'm really sorry I haven't had the time to tell you yet, but we got divorced.
What? Is this some sort of prank? Is it April Fool's today? Did you really just say you and Donald got divorced?
Yes, it happened last month. That's why Donald won't be coming to your birthday party. I'm also really busy with the divorce proceedings and moving out and preparing to live on my own again. I'm really sorry, Mom, but would it be all right for me to pass on this year's party? Or maybe take a rain check on it?
No way. Stop kidding around. A birthday is a major event. It only happens once a year. How could you even consider leaving your mom alone on her birthday? Every year, you guys take me out to a lovely restaurant and treat me to delicious food. I really liked the restaurant last year, the one with the nice view and lobster. And then you guys always give me an expensive, marvelous present. So there's no way you can just stop doing that this year. I even went and picked a gift already.
How about we put this year's birthday on next year's tab? I'll make sure your birthday next year is twice the fun. We'll go to a nice restaurant and I'll get you 2 gifts. I'm just really struggling with the cost of moving out. The rent deposit and buying new furniture. I really can't spare much money this year. To be honest, I really don't think I can afford to buy you that dishwasher. Even if I dig into my savings, 3,700 is way out of my budget right now. Maybe next year?
How could you say that? In the first place, why did you even get divorced with Donald? He's such a great man. Super rich and nice. Stop with the proceedings and moving out and makeup already. Hurry up and get back together. What were you thinking divorcing your CO husband? Are you stupid?
I don't want to make up or get back together. I can't stay married to a man like that. I'd rather die alone. Did you know that Donald cheated on me? He's a total scumbag. And on top of that, it was with 2 people. He had 2 mistresses. If you include me, then he's been 3-timing all of us. Of course, I'd divorce trash like that.
It doesn't matter. A man like Donald having a woman or 2 on the side. He's a successful handsome man, as long as you hold the title of wife. The most important thing is money. Forget the affairs.
What?
If I lose my rich son-in-law, then I'll lose all. The luxuries and extravagant things I've had up to this point. Who else would be willing to and able to send their mother-in-law a 1,000 allowance every month? How could you divorce a nice man like that? Go get him back. I can't believe I gave birth to such a stupid daughter.
Hold on a sec. I just got cheated on, you know? Shouldn't your first reaction be to comfort me? Get angry with me? Cry with me? You're not doing any of that. Instead, you're making everything my fault?
Comforting you, crying together, letting you cry on my shoulder won't get me any money, right? Such a worthless daughter. I'm so embarrassed to be your mother.
How could you say that?
My goodness. Since you were a kid, you've given me nothing but trouble. Since it's come to this point, Mommy will do something about it for you. You better be thankful. I will do the hard work and explain everything to Donald. I'll convince him to come back. All you have to do is apologize. Tell him that you're sorry for suggesting divorce over something as silly as cheating. You better get on the ground and beg him. If he tells you to bark, you do it.
Well, if it isn't Mary, do you really regret leaving me that much? Even though you were all high and mighty and threw a big fit when you found out about me cheating. Are you crying and waiting for me to come home now? I guess even you have a cute side, huh? I might just forgive you and take you back if I can see that cute begging side. But there's just one condition. You have to wholeheartedly apologize to me. Something along the lines of, I'm so sorry, dear, for accusing you of cheating. I'll never do it again and stay devoted to you forever. If you do that, I'll consider getting back together with you.
I have no interest in getting back together with you. Please don't contact me again. Who, in their right mind, would want to get back together with scum like you? Are you delusional?
What? Why are you saying this?
My mom messaged you, right? My daughter really regrets getting a divorce. Please forgive her. She'll do anything. I bet she said something along the lines of that. There she goes again, doing completely unnecessary things.
Did I get it wrong? So you don't regret divorcing me? Your mom told me that you miss me so much you cry every night and soak the pillow with your tears. She said you're so distraught that you won't eat at all. You're telling me none of that was true?
Those were all lies that my mom made up on her own. I sleep just fine at night, and my appetite is even better than before. Thank you very much. I've never regretted my decision once. I'll also have you know that I haven't cried once since the divorce. Why would I? If anything, every time I think about you, I get more and more pissed off. I can't even count the number of times I shredded up my pillow in anger and threw the feathers around, pretending that I was pelting you with rocks.
What the heck? Are you crazy?
No, you idiot. I'm just exaggerating. Either way, there's no way anyone would want to get back together with trash like you. So don't listen to my mother. Are we clear? So don't ever contact me again. And if my mom messages you, just ignore her. Just so you know, if you message me again, the next thing I'll be tearing apart is going to be your stupid big head.
You are seriously messed up in the head. That non-feminine violent side of yours is why I cheated. Just so, not cute at all. Your mom gave us such a great chance to get back together, and you went and ruined it. If you regret it in the future, it'll be too late, Who knows? Maybe Next week, you'll come crying to me, begging me to take you back and make you my trophy wife again.
You should be the one having regrets. You'll be the one crying over me, over losing a wonderful, loving wife.
Do you have any idea what you've done? You stupid daughter. Do you know how much trouble I went through setting this up for you? A perfect chance to get back together with Donald. All you had to do was apologize. How could you mess it up so badly? Do you have any clue how much work and time I put in to convince Donald to take you back?
I never asked you to do anything like that. It would be great if you could stop just doing things on your own, Mother.
How dare you say that? You think you're being smart here? First, you make a mess of everything, and now you don't even show one speck of gratitude. What an ungrateful, spoiled brat of a daughter you are.
Isn't it cruel of you to call me ungrateful or spoiled just because I'm not following your ridiculous orders? Especially since you aren't even doing anything for my sake. You're doing all this for yourself. You're just panicking because you won't get 1,000 every month from Donald now, right?
Why are you bringing that up? It has nothing to do with this.
But I'm right, aren't I? You think I don't know, but I'm aware that you never really cared about me since I was a kid. But lo and behold, the second I got married, no wait, the second you heard that Donald is a CEO, your attitude changed completely. All of a sudden, you wanted to get closer to me. You went to spamming me every day. Am I wrong?
I didn't do anything like that. You're completely wrong. 100 wrong.
Well, if that's the case, you should be supporting my divorce, rather than being obsessed with the 1,000 allowance that your son-in-law gives you or the luxurious presents. You should support me and my happiness. I support Mary's happiness and wish her success. Repeat after me.
Well,
You can't say it, can you? That means I was right after all. I have you all figured out.
shut up. Shut up. Shut up. So what if you guessed correctly? It doesn't make you right. What's so bad about me prioritizing my monthly allowance and financial stability over you? Donald was the one sending me money. It's not like you provided for your own mother. If only you'd shut up and listen to me earlier. But no, you had to go and run your mouth like the selfish brat you are. I've had it with you. I have no need for a daughter that can't get me money. Useless.
Are you serious right now?
You bet I am. Even as a kid, you were so arrogant and obnoxious. Just because you were a little smarter than all your friends, you got so cocky, thinking better than your own mom. I told you so many times that as a woman, you do have to go to college, and it's fine as long as you get married. But no, you had to one-up me. So you went behind my back, got a scholarship, and went to college anyways? Why do you always oppose me? You always do the exact opposite of what I tell you to.
I can't understand why you are so angry. It's not like I did anything that hurt you. I went to college on my scholarship and my own money. I never asked you to contribute anything. I guess we just have very different opposing values. I really wish you would stop with the belief that just because you are a parent, you can force your own values on your kid. It's so outdated.
You're so smart and morally sound, aren't you? You know, there were so many times where I thought about just abandoning you, leaving you by the dumpster, or just never coming to get you at daycare. If I had known it would come to this, I should have just left you. I could have saved so much time and money.
How could you say that?
I tolerated you for so long. I raised such a selfish, ungrateful kid like you up to this point. I provided for you all these years. So the 1,000 I get from my son-in-law is completely deserved. It's my reward for dealing with you all these years. Living luxuriously is justified. It's my reward. And it's not like it comes out of your wallet, but you had to go and ruin it all. You had to go and divorce my CO son-in-law. Just thinking about it makes me so mad. How stupid can you be? I don't have any need for such a useless daughter.
I can't believe you're saying all these things to me, your daughter. I'm not even hurt by your words at this point. I'm disgusted.
You're just a used up ex-wife of a CO. You got thrown out and now you're a poor little beggar. I have no need for such a useless daughter. Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
How nice. Now I can have an extra 1,000 to spend every month.
What do you mean?
When you say, don't ever show your face in front of me again, it means you're disowning me, right? What perfect timing. I've been wanting to cut off relations with you for a while now. As in, go no contact with you from now on. With this, I won't be losing 1,000 every month, and I can use it to treat myself. And now that I'm not with that stupid guy, Donald, I do have to listen to. You go on and on about how he's so great for sending you an allowance every month. I can finally be free. So I thank you for suggesting this.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. What are you talking about? Why are you making it sound like you are the one sending money every month?
I'm not making it sound like I am the one that sends you money every month. The 1,000 you've been getting every month all comes from my pocket, you know. Donald has never contributed even 1 cent.
No way. Are you serious?
Remember at the beginning when you got a $250 deposit every month? From then on, I've been the one sending you money. Just me every month.
That doesn't make any sense. Remember when I asked you to give me just a little bit more each month and you said no? You said no before even hearing me out. That's why I decided to try asking Donald directly. And then he was like, don't worry about it. I'm a CO. There's no problem. I'll double it. And after that, it went from $250 a month to $500.
Wow. Donald is quite the flamboyant show-off, isn't he? And a liar on top of that. Did you know that right after he told you that, he came to me and complained? He said, I feel so bad for your mom. She's struggling. We have to send her some more money every month. But I can't do it. It's impossible for me, so you give her more. That's what he said.
You're joking, right?
After that, every time you wanted an increase, you would go ask Donald, right? And then he'd go, of course, I'm a CEO after all, and agree with you like it was nothing. But what you don't know is that he would make me send more each month. Donald never paid a cent. He said it'll be too embarrassing if it gets out that I can't afford to send my mother-in-law an allowance. That's why we made it look like he was the one sending you money each month.
Is that really true? But Donald runs his own company. So he's rich, isn't he? If he's rich, then why is my allowance coming out of your paycheck? Is he actually a super stingy man, even though he's so rich?
He doesn't even have the money to be stingy. He's just poor and broke. Donald's company basically has 0 profits each year, and his personal earnings are also 0.
That's impossible. So he earns 0 every year? What do you mean by that? He runs a company. There's no way he has no earnings, right?
There's no meaning behind a company if it doesn't do anything, you know? A company with no purpose is just a name. Company either provides and sells them, or they act as a middleman for business proposals and charges a fee. That's how companies profit and earn money. Donald's company didn't do either of those, you know.
You can't be serious.
All he wanted to do was own a flashy company so he could call himself CEO. Other than the name and his CEO position, there was nothing to that company. He had no clients or earnings.
No way. Every time we met, he would tell me that his company is doing well, and he wore nice clothes and acted just like a CEO would.
I bought those clothes for him because he kept nagging me saying that if he doesn't have nice suits, he cannot meet with clients and get his company going. That's why I bought him some decent suits that don't look too cheap, you know.
Really?
Now that I think about it, it wasn't just your allowance. I paid for all of our expenses since we got married, from rent to groceries and even his clothes. You could call it a curse or a blessing in disguise, but thanks to you and Donald's financial demands, I've been able to get promoted several times at work. That's how I managed to make the best of it and turn my life around now.
I can't believe it. All this time, I thought Donald was a successful CEO making big bucks every year. But the truth is the total opposite. You've been his sugar mommy this whole time. And how come you never told me that you earned so much?
What do you mean? You're the one that had zero interest in my work and company. You told me you're going to get married anyways. Just find an easy job, a small company with easy work so you can quit after marriage. Remember? You never once listened when I tried to explain what I do at work. Or how hard I had to work to get into this company. Hey, Mom, even after all this time, I've always believed in you. Although you were always opposed to everything I did and never once praised me or told me that you're proud of me, I always thought that if I could get into a good college, you would recognize my efforts. Then, when you didn't, I worked so hard to get into a well-known company, thinking that you would finally praise me. But you didn't, so I worked even harder in order to send you an allowance that you would be satisfied with. I worked so hard just for you to finally appreciate me. But you never did, and I'm so tired. It's time to give up.
No. Wait a minute.
There have been so many times when I thought about going no contact with you, but you're my mom. And you brought me into this world, so I couldn't bring myself to cut you off. So I'm really grateful that you were the one to bring it up. With this, I can finally be free.
Just wait a minute. Mommy might have been a bit too harsh when I said I wanted to disown you.
Well then, have a good life. Just as you wish, you'll never see me again. So rest assured, farewell.
Mary, I'm begging you, please take me back.
I told you not to message me again. Do you want me to rip you a new one?
No. Of course not. I just want you to calm down and listen to me. I finally realized how much you mean to me.
Come again?
During the divorce, I initially thought everything would work out in my favor. Like I have 2 girlfriends and divorced men are all the new rage now, and I thought this year would finally be the year I break through and make record sales. With that success, I thought you'd come running back to me. But this and that happened, and now I'm at a 22,000 net loss. I have no choice but to apply for bankruptcy.
You're joking, right? How did you get into that much of a deficit?
I'm also super shocked myself. Ever since you left, my finances just got worse and worse, and now it's at this point. Up to this point, I've been able to take some small, minor jobs, so the net profit and loss was at 0.
Wow. You didn't notice at all, huh? The only reason you weren't losing money is that of me. Not because of those useless jobs you took on. I always painstakingly calculated all of your income and expenditures by hand. That's how your little company has managed to stay afloat this whole time. Since I'm not there now, it's only natural that your finances would be a mess and you'd be bankrupt. You were probably still taking on jobs and clients at absurdly low, unprofitable prices, right? And never properly calculating your income V's expenditures, right? Even with all those problems, you still went and bought a whole bunch of unnecessary, extravagant things and wrote them all off as company expenses, right?
That's not how it was. Let me explain myself.
Come on, you really need to hurry up and get your act together. You're not a child anymore. I can't baby you anymore. Right after we got married, you quit your job out of the blue, and then we're all gung-ho about starting a company. But you didn't give any thought to the products or services you wanted to offer. Now it's been 3 years, and you're still at the same place that you started at. At this rate, those 2 girlfriends that have been supporting you all this time are going to leave you too, you know.
They've already left. They haven't read any of my messages since this morning. Neither of them have picked up my calls. I definitely got ghosted.
Well, what do you know?
That's why you gotta help me. I finally realized that my company, no, me as a person, I need you. Without you, both me and my company aren't able to function.
Sorry, but I don't need you in my life. See ya, Donald. Have a good life without me. It's way too late to have regrets now.
Mommy is really sorry about what I said before. I've thought long and hard about everything I said, and I really want us to make up from the bottom of my heart.
No way. I didn't ask you for an apology.
Come on, Mary. Don't say such mean things like that. I'm your mom. I was really stressed, so I lost it and said a lot of things. I didn't mean. I was just so shocked when I heard about you and Donald's divorce, and I had no idea what was going on at Donald's company, you know. So I just went into full panic mode when you told me. I was just so worried about you as a mother that I ended up saying all those mean things. I didn't mean any of it.
It's too late for you to act like a caring mother now. Well then, farewell.
Wait. I'm begging you, just hear me out. You see, Mommy has more to talk to you about. As part of my compensation to you, I found a really nice man for you.
What? Like an arranged marriage?
Haven't you been lonely since the divorce? On top of that, Donald cheated on you? That's like adding salt to your wound. That's why I found a lovely partner for you. You can take him around to show Donald what he missed out on. After all, the best way to get over someone is to find a new man, right?
I didn't ask you to do anything like that, though. My love life is none of your business now.
Oh, come on. Don't say that. Not when I found the perfect man for you. He's on the older side, about 20 years older than you. But don't let the age gap fool you. He's the perfect gentleman. He even said that he doesn't mind you being a divorcee.
What? So you're saying he's in his 50s?
He's also a CEO, you know, but nothing like Donald. He makes a proper profit and earns a lot of money. He said if he's going to get married, then he wants a woman who can earn as much as him. Someone on the same level, you know. I'm sure you two have lots in common. So you'll have endless topics to discuss.
No way. Turn him down. I didn't ask for this. If he's in his 50s, then he's way closer in age to you. If he's so great, why don't you marry him instead?
Well, see, the thing is, he said he wants to marry a young woman. He said he likes me and all, but if it's marriage, you'd be better. After all, you're my daughter. That's why it'll all work out if you marry him.
You've got to be kidding me right now. Let me get this straight. You're saying that this man that you want me to marry is someone you've been seeing?
Since you cut me off, I was in a big panic, looking for someone to rely on, and that's when I met him. But you don't need to worry. As long as mommy has money, I'll forget all about him. I won't be jealous or bitter at all if you marry him. In fact, I'll be happy for you too.
No way, no way. I can't believe this is happening. Can you even hear yourself? This is so ridiculous. All I can do is laugh. There's no way in hell. Everything about it is so disgusting. Just stop.
Come on, Mary, I'm begging you. Don't say that. Aren't you embarrassed about being a divorcee? And on top of that, you're still single. If you listen to me, then you can get remarried and we can fix our relationship too. And he can get married to a young woman too. See, it all works out. The perfect resolution. We can all live together too.
Yeah, no way that's happening. I'm blocking you now. It's so gross. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Bye. See you never.
You wouldn't do that, right? There's no way you'd block your mom.
You know what? I actually have to thank you. Seeing you say all this makes me feel better, like a weight has been lifted off my back. Since I cut off all relations with you, I actually felt like I overdid it and I was going to come talk to you. But now after this, I see I was totally wrong. Wrong about feeling bad. You really are a horrible, terrible mother.
Don't say things like that.
Well, that's all from me. See you. Take care. Have a nice life. I hope that you can get married with that nice old boyfriend of yours. Afterwards, I blocked them both. I moved houses too, just in case. Then I explained everything to my boss. And everyone at the office helped me make arrangements so that even if my mother does find my company, security will chase her out and call the police. Fortunately, she never came to the office. But I heard now she's wandering the streets looking for my house. She told all of our relatives that she worked so hard to raise me, but I left her to struggle on her own. I heard from my cousin that she put on quite the show, but everyone already knew the truth. They all told her the one that worked hard was Mary. You can't call yourself a mother. You don't have the right to. My cousin told me that in the end, they all cut her off too. Now, on to Donald. After he begged me for help and I blocked him, I heard he went back to his parents' house. But he totally forgot that when he established the company, he borrowed $22,000 from his parents. And he totally forgot that he never paid them back. They ended up chasing him out with a broomstick, shouting, do you dare come back before paying us back? I can't recall anything about $22,000 from my former parents-in-law. So I am pretty sure that Donald just pocketed that money and used it on God knows what. Last I heard, he's working hard at a labor job and properly earning money.